was considered unfair that a non-EU member could not deduct anything at all.
Quite aggressive.
And quite aggressive. And actually, this is really leaving also a space and field for a potential claim of someone that has suffered within the last 4, 5 years, 6 years.
Right, so for you non-European, non-residents, up until just recently, you were a bit more punished by Spanish tax authorities. You had to pay more, you could deduct less. This has recently changed, and today we're going to be talking to Miguel Manzanares about the recent tax changes for non-European, non-residents renting out their property in Spain. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Miguel, welcome back to the High Homes YouTube channel.
Thank you very much.
Miguel, I'm actually quite excited to bring you on and have a chat about this because today we're going to be talking about taxes when it comes to renting your property out in Spain. Up until just recently, there was a very big distinguishment between EU citizens and then non-EU citizens when it came to the tax brackets and what they could deduct from their tax bill, essentially.
Yeah.
What's changed? What exactly has changed? There's been a resolution. Tell us about it. And actually, maybe you can tell us what happened before and what's happened with the resolution.
What happened before, and then up until the 25th of July, when everybody was on holidays, and then we received very, very good news that the possibility of non-EU residents, and nationals and residents, are able to deduct all the expenses of the rentals. What happened up until the 25th of July was that the European member citizens were able to deduct all the expenses, and then after that to apply a tax rate of 19% of the incomes. So you were able consequently to deduct the EB, community, electricity, and all the expenses related to that property, and then only going to the net figure, the net income of the rentals, you were able to pay 19%. This didn't change at all. But in the other field was the non-EU members, they were able to deduct nothing, and from the gross incomes of the rentals, they used to pay 24%. The new resolution, that has been approved on the 25th of July, says that they should be able to offset all the expenses too.
The same as any other EU?
Same, absolutely the same. So gross incomes minus all the expenses related to running that property for the rental, then you are able to offset everything, and then from the final net figure, pay 24%. So the rate for the non-EU members is 24. The rate for the EU members are 19. But the big difference and the big achievement for nationals of US, UK, etc., so non-EU, is that all the expenses that you had to face when running your property are fully deductible, which is really great news because really, this gives very much more.
But the tax bracket is the same. Basically, they're still 24%, so they pay a bit more tax, but the thing is now they can deduct all the costs.
Exactly, because in fact, and the rationale behind it, a court institution doesn't have the capacity of establishing which tax rate is applicable, which tax rate is not applicable. That is something of the competence and capacity only of the legislation authorities, the Parliament. The Parliament has to say this is 19 for the EU members, 24 for the non-EU members. But the High Court resolution is about what kind of expenses are deductible and not. And it was considered unfair that a non-EU member could not deduct anything at all.
Quite aggressive.
And quite aggressive. And actually, this is really leaving also a space and field for a potential claim of someone that has suffered within the last 4, 5 years, 6 years, a taxation by which he paid 24% of gross incomes. He can go backwards 4 years and say, listen, I didn't deduct A, B, C, D, but I spent my A, B, C, D to maintain that property. I want to go back to all declarations that I did on 2024, 2023, 2022, and try to claim what I paid, overpaid.
So
those years.
So they will be able to do that right
Yeah.
now. So
in theory, yes. Yeah.
in theory, yes. So I mean, let's say the Spanish tax authorities can get a wave of appeals, right?
Could be. It's not really it's not massive, because in the end, everything that you could deduct is all the expenses related to maintaining that property. Yeah. So therefore, maybe the gross incomes minus the expenses, and then, so it's not going to be a huge amount, but of course, yes, if the High Court considers that this was completely unfair, and someone has suffered an unfair over taxation about something that is being clear that expenses are deductible, you can go back and to say, I have overpaid taxes on 2022, 23, 24, etc. So last 4 years could be claimed from a legal point of view.
Miguel, thanks for joining us again on the channel. It's great to sort of pull you in and give our audience an update. There's a lot of clients of ours that are from the US, a lot of clients from the UK, a lot of clients from Canada. So a lot of our audience are overseas, and this will really make a big change in their investment sort of options. So thanks for joining, and perfect moment to thank you guys, our core audience that are watching this video, for your continued support. And like always, if you like this video, please press that button and like this video. And if you have any questions for me or for Miguel regarding the non-resident sort of income tax when it comes to rentals, comment below and we'll be happy to answer those as well. And if you're new to this space, don't be shy, press that button, subscribe to the High Homes YouTube channel so you can stay posted with content just like this regarding Spain, Spanish real estate, Spanish property news, and much more. And Miguel, I think that's a wrap. Thanks guys.
Thank you very much.
Hasta
Adiós.
luego.
Gracias.